We're gonna do a training update and how my perspective has changed with the gym over the past couple of years. I want to touch on in this video my mentality in regard to training and just like how I feel like I've matured with my outlook in my relationship with the gym and training and working out and overall exercise in general. I feel like I am finally at a place where I am just like at peace with my training, at peace with my body, and in tune with my body and just like what my body needs, which feels absolutely incredible. As you guys know, just for the longest time, like Ken and I were both super hardcore and like very intense about our training, our nutrition. We wouldn't go off of either routine for an extended period of time, which was amazing for the time and chapter that we were in, and it definitely served its purpose. I feel like we were so passionate about that for so long, and we genuinely did love it, which is why we shared our journey. Going through like real life stuff, I definitely had to reassess my relationship with the gym, my relationship with my body, even in regards to like weight and just like really struggling. I went from 127 to 175. I gained 50 pounds within the span of like 8 to 11 months. You can imagine just like how I was feeling internally. I was struggling severely mentally, and I also just felt so foreign in my body. I felt so inflamed. I was not eating right. I had no energy to work out. Everything was so new to me. I didn't know why I was feeling this way. I had no energy to like days that I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to shower. I didn't want to brush my teeth. So like having the pressure of going to the gym or like trying to focus on like what my body looked like, I just couldn't do it. And I genuinely feel like I had to detach myself from my body. So starting to come to a realization that this was my reality, I felt like was a huge pivotal point for me. Accepting and just like giving in to where I was at and genuinely learning that like in order to move forward physically, mentally, emotionally, nutritionally, I had to give myself grace and genuinely, I know this sounds so cheesy and cliche, but like learn to love myself for where I was at and in order to move forward in any sort of direction. So I feel like that all ties into kind of like fitness. It's all encompassing in my opinion. I feel like my hand tanner. I feel that it's so much more like your body and training and nutrition is pieces to the puzzle of an all-around well-balanced lifestyle. And I think that the other things in my life were missing for so long. Like I was so focused on my nutrition and my training for so long. Like that was my life, that was my identity, it's all I cared about. It was like all or nothing, genuinely. And I feel like I had to learn to slow down, be okay with not being able to like lift heavy or be in the gym. If I didn't want to be in the gym, I didn't put the pressure to be in the gym. The gym was something that was super triggering for me. So learning to take a step back. I know in this day and age, it's all about like dedication, consistency, push through even if you don't want to, but I feel like there's a time and a place for that. And there's also a huge time and a place to give yourself grace and slow down and do things in a different fashion than you have before. So if you don't want to be in the gym or if you don't feel like lifting heavy or don't have the energy, like for me, trying out new classes, like trying out Pilates, which was so good for like my emotional and also mental state as well as overall recovery. Pilates was great. I still try and incorporate those things, getting my body into a parasympathetic state because I was in fight or flight for so long. Like being in the gym and lifting heavy would have been worse off for me than actually going and like pushing myself hard. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I could rabbit hole kind of on each topic. My cortisol, like getting my hormones tested, was a huge just realization for me that things were off and I needed to change what I was doing. Also falling into this place, I also want to just touch on like I genuinely don't believe that I went down in such a dark place because of like, I'm sure it had a little bit to do with it, but I think that things could have been a lot differently if I was just more self-aware, if I had started therapy sooner, if I had learned more about my childhood and habits that I was doing because of certain things that weren't healed. I do feel like I said, everything is like really all encompassing. I don't think it was just nutrition and training that got me into this. There was so many other factors that were going on, huge life stressors, emotional stress, my mental health, just hormonal imbalances. It just all came on me at once and I crumbled. That's okay. Like, we're here. If you're in a similar position, taking it one step at a time. Okay, so I feel like I had to just touch on a little bit of a background, but going forward, I feel how I kind of like got myself out of that in my mental space now is, so coming back into the gym when I started to feel better, it was too much pressure to follow like a super strict program or something that was like really elongated. It was just like, oh my gosh, like if I miss a day, I feel like I'm gonna feel guilty. So I was trying to get into the gym 1 to 3 days a week. So if I wanted to be in the gym 1 day a week, fine. If I wanted to go a little bit more often and go 3 days a week, fine. But I knew at the time I didn't want to be in there more than 3 days a week. Like, it just wasn't even an option. So for me, signing up for classes was really fun. Meeting up with friends and going on longer walks was really good for me. Doing yoga and stretching in the morning at home was really good for me, just to get my body moving in some sort of way. And I think that once I was really consistent with that, I was like, wow, like I'm noticing progress physically by only being in the gym like 1 to 3 days a week. Like, I was being more on top of it with my nutrition, trying to eat whole, balanced meals, whole nutrient dense foods, fueling my body, healing my mind. My inflammation came way down. I was just feeling overall better. So fast forward maybe a couple of months, I was like, okay, like I feel like I'm ready to follow more of a structured program and maybe be in the gym, holding myself accountable to be in the gym 3 to 4 days a week. So I feel like depending on where you're at mentally, assessing and being self-aware enough to know like, okay, where can I hold myself accountable and where can I be realistic with myself? Like, I feel like there's 2 different ends of the spectrum, and tuning in with both of those things and being realistic with yourself is really important. So I knew that I was at a time to step it up a notch. I was becoming more excited to be in the gym. I felt like I was getting stronger, which was really just like motivating and empowering for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this feels so good to be lifting heavy again. My strength was increasing. I just felt overall really good. So that's kind of led me to where I am at now. I just finished mine and Ken's Challenge U program. It's a 10-week program, 5 days a week. And I finished it. I feel that having just an overall routine to follow, like having a plan in place is so important when you're feeling like kind of lost or overwhelmed. You're like inspired to be in the gym and working out. Like having a plan in place is just crucial, like with holding yourself accountable. Also, like if you're female, like you know that for me when I'm on my period, I feel like this has been more of a talked about topic that has gone on. The week before my period, you guys, like the week before, I'm tired. A few days before, I'm so tired. Like I go on a morning walk, I'll maybe go to the gym and stretch. I don't really want to be in the gym. I like want to take a fucking nap on the couch, and I will do that and not feel guilty. Like I know that that is temporary, and most likely the next week I'm gonna feel good again. I'm gonna feel inspired again and want to be in the gym. So just holding myself accountable, but also like tuning in with my body. And if I'm feeling really tired, like I'm not gonna force myself to go to the gym. So, and realizing that it is a long-term journey and it genuinely is a lifestyle, and it has been so fun to follow a program, but also if something comes up, like I'm not stressing about it like I used to. But that is kind of where I'm at now. I hope that that helps you guys. I just want to share my journey and like remind you guys, like if you're not where you want to be at physically, because I know like being in the fitness space for sure put so much pressure on me to like look a certain way or perform a certain way, and then I put that pressure on myself, and I feel like that's like all that I was. So coming out of that and like realizing like, hey, like everybody goes through shit, and we genuinely do need to be more compassionate with ourselves, more empathetic with ourselves, and real life shit happens, and like it's not all rainbows and butterflies all the time, and your schedule isn't gonna be perfect all the time. Like maybe you are super busy with work and you have like family stuff going on that's like super mentally draining and you just don't have energy to go to the gym. Like maybe choose to go on a walk, but doing something physically always makes me feel so much better. If I'm feeling anxious, like sometimes going to the gym and going in like the room and like doing my workout kind of like by myself, not by anybody, I'll bring over some dumbbells, like just doing something, adjusting to just like where you're at for that day. And then there's some days where I'm like, let's freaking go, we're lifting heavy, I'm feeling strong, we're going ham, and I will do that. So it's just really adjusting with where you're at, being consistent over the long term. And I know how like getting yourself out of just a rut or being out of the gym, like getting back into the gym can be very intimidating, and it can be hard to not judge yourself, but like give yourself grace. If you're being consistent, that you're gonna feel so much better in every aspect, and you're doing that for you. You're showing up for yourself, tune everything out, and do what feels good. Maybe walk into the gym with no plan at all. I remember talking with my therapist, I was like, I just feel like following something is like, I just don't like that. It's like kind of triggering for me. She was like, okay, well, walk in the gym with no plan, go walk on the treadmill for a little bit and see what you want to do. And I would do that. And I would typically walk out of the gym either feeling like, oh, okay, like that was good, or I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I like wanted to lift and I had a really good workout. So I hope that that helps you guys. I don't have all the answers. Making these videos for me, I hope that it's helpful. If it can help like 5 people, I am happy with that. I just want you to know you're not alone, and like even people with followings or who have been super fit before also struggle with this type of thing. We're all learning life as we go, and there's no textbook. This shit can be fucking hard. So give yourself grace, give the people around you grace. I love you guys. We're gonna get into the rest of this little vloggy video, okay? I'm going to the gym, I'm training full body. I was supposed to be on a call 10 minutes ago, or 8 minutes ago. I told them I was gonna be 5 minutes late. So here we go. We're logging into our Zoom call, okay? Love you guys. You're all gonna be fucking good. We're all gonna get through this shit together. I-T-G-I-R-L. You know I am that girl. Don't come, just text me. Get on my speed. I don't even know the words, but the song is ridiculous and keeps getting stuck on my motherfucking head. Okay, I need to chill. I just got myself a green tea. I was gonna do pre-workout, and I was like, no. And then I was like, let me get a coffee. And I was like, let me get a nice green tea. A little happy medium in the middle moment. Honestly, you guys, coffee, I feel like my lips are swollen. Also, you guys, I got lip injections yesterday. I only got half a syringe because I honestly get scared getting any more than that, because I'm like, they're gonna be too big. And Megan, who I go to, she is more so on the conservative side. So she's like, don't do too much. Like, you can come back in a few weeks if you wanna get a little bit more. But I look back at old videos and I'm like, yo, my lips were ridiculous. Like, so big, and I don't want them to look like that again. So I think I honestly had a little bit of lip dysmorphia. I didn't want them bigger, but I didn't realize how big they were. But I am about to head into the gym. I honestly feel pretty neutral about working out today. I think once I get in there, I will be a little bit more motivated. I'm just like, okay, chilling, gonna put my headphones in and get to it. We're doing full body. I am on the full body foundation program on our app. So we did this one yesterday. I'm on week 1. We're doing full body push today. 7 exercises. We have barbell front squat. And then if I don't want to do that, I could, once I press start workout, I could like swipe this over and it will give me a few other options. Standing barbell military press, seated cable low row, incline dumbbell single arm press, bicep curl, side raise curl. Okay, cool. Let's get to it. This shouldn't take me too long. I feel like it'll probably take me like 50 to 60 minutes. Woohoo, you guys, we are all done. I finished with some core. I showed you guys my entire workout. I love full body. I genuinely have missed doing full body workouts. I feel like I don't get as taxed because I'm focusing on different muscle groups, and we have like compound lifts, we have accessory movements, and then every single day we're hitting each muscle group 4 days a week. So not every single day, but every time we're working out, we're hitting each muscle group. So I feel like I'm able to recover just better, and then leaving the gym, I just don't feel as taxed compared to when I'm hitting like a full leg day. Like I feel like I want to go so hard, get all the gains, and then after my workout, my nervous system is just donezo and I feel tired the rest of the day. I might be going too hard on those days, or like when I was doing the Challenge U program, just because I like was super excited to be in the gym and like to be getting stronger and seeing physical results. But yeah, I had a really good workout. I finished with some core that I showed you guys. I've been trying to implementing core, and then stretching and mobility is something that I've always struggled with. I have been so much better about doing core. I've been doing core about 3 times a week, every other workout, or I'll at least throw, even if it's just like a rope crunch, I'm like, something is better than nothing. But I did a really good circuit today that I'll throw in here. And mobility wise, I didn't do any stretching today, but typically when I end my workout, I'll like lay on the ground and do some breath work, just like easing my nervous system, relaxing, calming myself back down. And then I'll go through like a little, even just like, I was chatting with Diego and he was like, don't put too much pressure on yourself to go through like a full like stretching routine. Like literally think 3 minutes. Like I'm gonna stretch for 3 minutes, and then once you're stretching, you're like, oh, this feels kind of good, and then you kind of end up going a little bit longer. But even if it is just 3 minutes, like a few times a week, so good for you. And it's just good to get in a little routine and feel good about it. But I am gonna head home right now. You guys, it's so freaking beautiful out. I'm like, the view of the water is like right here. Like how gorgeous is that? It's just such a nice day out. I will probably show you guys just like, maybe I'll vlog for like the next few days. We have a fun day tomorrow. We're shooting with Nick some lifestyle stuff, and then we have our Bet on Yourself merch that's dropping this Friday. So we just announced that video today on Instagram, which was super fun to do. But yeah, that's all that's going on now. I feel good. I had a really good workout. I'm just getting home. It's currently the next day. I'm having a little bit of bone broth, and I'm making eggs. I don't know what I'm gonna have with it, but Ken and Kayleen are on their way here. We're gonna get ready to go shoot some stuff, which I'm looking forward to. I woke up this morning. I was supposed to... Hi, Mimi.
Hi. Did you make some friends today?
I was supposed to go do hot yoga this morning, and I snoozed my alarm instead, or I stopped my alarm instead of snoozed it. And I bought the class last night, like pretty late last night, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up at 7, I'm gonna go at 8, and I snoozed through it and ended up waking up at 9, which leads us here. It's currently 10:46. Glam is done. Now we're gonna go pick out our outfits. My skin honestly is pretty like dry and peely, but I feel like from a distance you can't really tell. Hi, Dinky. Oh, hi, Dinky.
Hi.
Oh gosh,
Ken. Just kidding.
Give me anxiety over here.
Oh, come on.
this is a lot of stuff.
Well, we're just picking from it.
So cute.
Oh yeah,
I
some
know.
of our hoodies and tees.
Did you show her the hoodies? So cute. So I was thinking this with this.
This
Why don't we
top.
just completely twin? I like this. I like this with this.
You do like that?
Yeah, that's
Top
would be a
with
cute
that,
second
too.
shot cat, like in sneakers. Yeah, let's do this. Cute.
What?
You guys, this Vital crappie is so cute. It goes all the way down. So cute. Do you approve, Mama? You like it? Really?
The bottom row.
Can you help me?
It's like, can you help a girl out?
No, bro.
You're so ridiculous. How it really is behind the scenes.
Outfit number 2.
What do we do?
I don't even know what this stuff is, but
The minimal.
minimal
Yeah, I love
sports
that. I
bra
have a black
And the
one
new
like
sweat.
this.
Exactly.
and the
No,
sweat.
it's like a little bit longer. I like that.
Cute.
Yeah, it was at their car.
My tanner's
like
a little.
What
What are these? What are those? This is This one is Selfish. I wear this one all the time.
That's Ash, yeah?
Yeah, and then this one I think, honestly, I think this one's Hey Harper.
Cute.
And then this is Selfish too. These are probably my favorite earrings. And then these are Free People. Done shooting. We just stopped and grabbed acai bowls, which were so good and refreshing. It's been so hot and dry in Orange County. It's November 2nd and it's like, I feel like it's hotter than summer. Shooting went really well. We did a lot of stuff for Black Friday, which is coming in a few weeks, just trying to get kind of like ahead of the game. But I think I'm gonna close this video out here. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I would love to know just like what you guys would like to see. I've asked this in the past, so if you guys could just leave some comments, let me know what you guys like to see. I love making like vlog style content, but sit down videos have also been super fun and enjoyable to create. So Q&As are fun. Let me know. I'm trying to be more consistent. I feel like I have continuously told myself the past like couple of months that I want to like come back on YouTube and just like be more consistent and get out of my comfort zone, but I just kind of lag and procrastinate with it. So I feel like the more I pick up the camera and just hold myself accountable and do it, the easier it becomes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.